Hello and welcome to the episode 3 of Bulldozer. This time we're going to take a little bit closer look at the writing part of the exam, and from the start I have some very bad news for you. You can get a maximum of 20 points for writing, and to be honest, you won't even get close to 18. That's not because of you or me or mine capabilities to write. That's only because of the weird way the Cambridge assesses the writing. The writing part consists of two parts, subparts or whatever. Part 1 is a letter you have to write between 300 and 350 words. You get a little text extract from a letter or something, some little text consisting of usually two very short paragraphs. It looks kind of like this here. You will have to answer that in form of a letter. Stick to the limit.
Bass cannon, kick it.
Always stick to the limit, because if you exceed that, you won't get extra points. They will just cut your letter, and you will be the one who lost. So this is mandatory. You will have to write this at all costs. I don't know what you have to. Now we're moving to part 2, which is a bit more interesting, because here you get 4 questions and you have to choose one of them. There are different types of questions. You get an essay, an article, a review, a report, and maybe another letter. Maybe. The first thing you should consider, the first thing you should bear through the whole part of the test in your mind is stick to the format.
Bass cannon, kick it.
Remember that, because that's the only thing that can get you extra points. Stick to the format, no matter how formal it is, no matter how informal it is. Just stick to it and write it. Your answer should be consistent. Your answer should be comprehensible, easy to read, but not lacking in the necessary vocabulary for the format. So remember that. Don't go like, oh, should I watch a proposal? How the fuck do I write that? They will go like, nobody gives a fuck how you find out about. Oh, no. That's total shit. As we all know, the CP is celebrating its centenary this year, and they are changing like the whole system of the exam, but not this year. If you try to pass this exam, if you apply for it this summer, you will get the old standards, which are unbearable. 25 minutes talking shit. Jesus fucking Christ. There are some really thorny issues with the writing part, because when you go there to write it, first of all, you'll be already very tired, because you will have had like 4 hours of writing and reading and using of this damn English behind your back, and you will have to write like 2 parts of writing. Don't moan. Don't let yourself relax, because this is the final rush, and then you'll celebrate with champagne or throw yourself down the well, depending on how well you think you did. When you prepare for writing part of the exam, make sure you read into each one of the formats, because it's very, very important. You have to use different types of vocabulary. The second most important thing about the writing part of the exam is that your letter has to be consistent. It has to be presented as a whole. It has to have a proper introduction, a proper ending or conclusion, and the most importantly, the main part, and it all has to be linked together, so you don't get an introduction taken from some fairy tales and the conclusion from some thesis by a random guy. So don't do that. Link everything, and be very, very careful with the references, because I did this major mistake of making too much references in my preliminary test. I wrote an essay on, I think it was art, and I made too much references. I made references to the BBC series Sherlock. I made references to Mock the Week, BBC Two show. I made references to, I guess, An Idiot Abroad, which was, I thought they were good, but I overdid. I didn't pay much attention to the format or to the organization of my essay, so I only got 11 points, and this was a major setback, because I was hoping for at least 14, and all I get is Cambridge going like, "Oh, this boy uses some good vocabulary, but he didn't pay any attention to the format of the letter, and since we don't give a single shit about how the person uses the English language, we give him, random number lower than 14. Okay, 11. The jokes with a distinct Russian accent. Haha. And I knew that they were thinking that. So I went double facepalm, went home, cried in the shower for like 2 hours with hands around my knees, drank a couple of pills, and went to bed. So to summarize this episode, I will just repeat some of the tips I may or may not have given to you. So there may be some new. So first of all, make sure you're ready to write on any type of tasks, whether it's an essay or a letter or a report or proposition or any of the types. Second tip is avoid distractions. Concentrate on whatever you're doing for writing and do it. The third thing is don't write any drafts, because they will put you off. You will spend time writing them, you will spend time checking them, spend even more time adjusting them. So the best thing you can do is improvise, but don't get carried away, because that will get you nowhere. The fourth thing is read carefully into each one of the tasks, because these may contain some useful information on how to complete it. Who knows, maybe they can contain some answers. So don't miss any of the chances, grasp any opportunity that comes your way, and get a 20 out of 20. I wish you all good luck and peace. Bitch. Even if Fluttershy from My Little Pony appears in your window, you don't look at it, even though it can go, yay! Don't. You came to pass your Cambridge exam, and nothing should stop you from doing so. You are the champion. I'm so bad at motivating people.